Hello, Augies Worldwide. I'm Dave Casler, amateur radio call sign KE0OG, here with another episode of Ask Dave. We are answering a question from George, KK7CMU, who now is an extra, but at the time he wrote this, he was a technician working on his general. And the question is still applicable. He lives in Scottsdale, Arizona, out in the desert. One of the odd things about that desert soil is because the things are so dry out there, the actual ground, effective ground, is actually a number of feet below the top of the soil level. So you got to kind of take that into account a little bit if you're trying to figure antenna height or antenna patterns and so on and so forth. So his question is this: does a half wavelength 20-meter dipole mounted on a gable roof, a tile roof in Scottsdale, with the peak of the gable 20 feet from the ground, and with 4-foot poles attached at the ends of both peaks for a total of 34 feet, count as a half wavelength for elevation, or does the rooftop equal ground level and make the elevation only 4 feet or 1.21 meters, causing a ground reflection cloud burner? The cloud burner is when all your RF energy goes up, doesn't go anywhere from there, or maybe just back down or whatever. Call it a cloud warmer, because that's where all the energy is being dissipated. In this case, we note that the houses there, they have a lot of roof insulation, and they have tile, which has got the same thing as it's they're about that thick. They've got about the same composition from the point of view of getting RF through them as do clay tiles or anything like that, slate, that sort of thing. The quick answer to your question is you're 40 feet above the ground. And that's the thing that's important. You'll be doing well there with that. Now, there is a caveat to that. If the insulation in your roof, which is going to be thick and heavy, probably so much so that it's hard to get up there, if that insulation is foil backed at any point, then you've got an RF shield under there which will raise the effective level of ground and cause your signal to go more up. Insulation comes in a variety of ways these days. You can get foil backed, which is conductive, or you can get some sort of a plastic backed, which is not conductive, or you can get paper backed, which is very common. Okay, the paper is just a lot easier to deal with for most people. So if you've got that antenna up there and you're working people and it seems to be working okay, fine, keep it. If, on the other hand, it doesn't work so well, you may want to take from a corner of your house off to a fence line, a sloper of some kind, and see how well that works by comparison. So there you are. Thank you for your question, and until we next meet, 73.